Only 20 drivers in the world get to the starting grid. These high-speed fanatics rip around tracks placed in the most beautiful venues, from Monaco, Las Vegas, Azerbaijan, and Qatar at speeds greater than 200 miles per hour. Best believe their talents are well compensated for. Formula One's 10 highest paid drivers are collecting an estimated $264 million in salary and bonuses. Welcome back to our channel, Luxury Grid. In this video, we investigate the unbelievable salaries of F1's highest paid drivers. Formula One superstars have reason to believe that their salaries will continue to rise as the series continues to grow, bringing in new audiences weekly from around the world. Not to mention, F1's new budget cap is set to limit team spending in key areas to $135 million for the upcoming year. Although they have had to reduce their design and research expenditures, driver pay is excluded from the cost cap calculation, giving deep-pocketed team owners one line item they can continue to throw cash at: the drivers. Number 10. George Russell. The young Brit impressed in his first season as a Mercedes driver, alongside seven-time champion Lewis Hamilton. Russell claimed his maiden pole position and first win in Brazil, which by all accounts was a rough season for Mercedes. The 24-year-old has a base salary of $3 million and earns $7 million in bonuses for a total of $10 million. The future stands bright. Number 9. Lando Norris. Another Brit with an insatiable appetite for competition helped to keep McLaren relevant this season with 1 pole and 4 podium finishes. Lando has a contract that will keep him with the legacy race team until 2025. With a top 10 finish in the driver's standings, he is considered an exciting young talent for years to come. Lando's base salary of $5 million and $6 million in bonuses is considered a bargain. Number 8. Carlos Sainz. Carlos, aka Smooth Operator, sits in the seat of arguably F1's heritage team at Ferrari. Sainz finished 5th in the driver's standings, notching his first career win at the British Grand Prix. Because of his strong start, Ferrari rewarded him with a 2-year extension that will keep him with the team until 2024. The 28-year-old Spanish driver has a base salary of $8 million with earned bonuses of $7 million. Number 7. Daniel Ricciardo. The 33-year-old Aussie is a social media phenom with nearly 8 million followers on Instagram, not to mention a must-see on the Netflix docuseries Drive to Survive. Although he had a season to forget racing with McLaren, the veteran has amassed quite a career with 8 Grand Prix victories. The now unseated driver appears to have landed a spot as a reserve driver with Red Bull Racing. Daniel won't be hurting for money with a $15 million base salary and $2 million in bonuses. Number 6. Sebastian Vettel. The recently retired 35-year-old German F1 superstar really needs no introduction. The 4-time series champion spent 16 years ripping up tracks around the world. Although he has not won a race since 2019, he will leave the sport with 53 career victories, the 3rd best mark in F1 history behind Lewis Hamilton and Michael Schumacher. Tied with Daniel Ricciardo, Vettel has a base salary of $15 million with $2 million in bonuses. Number 5. Charles Leclerc. Charles started the season by winning 2 of the first 3 races. Born in Monaco, the 25-year-old Ferrari driver solidifies their team for years to come, as he is signed through 2026, with the immediate goal of securing a world championship for the team this upcoming season. There is no reason to doubt the young driver, who has already secured 5 career race wins and 18 pole positions. He is one fast driver that doesn't come cheap, with a $12 million salary and $11 million in earned bonuses. Number 4. Sergio Perez. Checo, aka Sergio Perez, is the only Mexican-born driver on the circuit and at 32 years has showed no signs of slowing down. The Red Bull team driver finished top 3 in the points race behind Leclerc. His strong season was also overshadowed by a hubbub with his teammate Max Verstappen in the penultimate race at the Brazilian Grand Prix. After Verstappen refused the Red Bull team order to let Perez pass him, Perez, in the 2nd season with Red Bull, responded over the radio that it shows who he really is. Perez then signed a 2-year extension with the team in May, one of the few drivers to have more in bonuses at $16 million than his base salary at $10 million, for a total of $26 million. Number 3, Fernando Alonso. The oldest driver remaining on the circuit, the 41-year-old Spanish driver still remains one of the highest paid. Alonso, even after 2 years away from the sport, finished top 10 in the standings. His reign as the oldest driver will continue for Aston Martin, replacing the retiring Sebastian Vettel. The former two-time World Drivers' Champ won 32 races, 22 poles, and 97 podiums for the series. The talented driver even won 24 Hours of Le Mans twice. At $30 million annually, Alonso lands top 3 in F1 salaries. Number 2, Lewis Hamilton. Arguably the sports superstar, the 7-time World Series champion with 103 race wins has shown no signs of slowing down despite the down season for Mercedes. This season he finished 6th in the standings and for the first time in his 16-year F1 career finished without a race win. The Brit won 4 straight drivers' championships and barely missed a 5th year. His contract runs through next season, and he indicated this fall that he expects to sign a new multi-year deal with Mercedes, tempering down any speculation that he might leave. Whenever he decides to walk away, he will have plenty to occupy his time. He's the founder of an off-road racing team called X44 in the Extreme E Series. He has a small stake in the NFL's Denver Broncos, and he recently launched a film and TV production company called Dawn Apollo Films. With a base salary of $55 million, Lewis lands in the number 2 spot. Number 1, Max Verstappen. Verstappen crushed this F1 season with 15 race wins, setting an F1 record and launching himself to a 146-point lead in the driver's standings. His performance also allowed Red Bull to claim its first Constructors' Championship since 2013, ending Mercedes' 8-year streak. The 25-year-old racer from the Netherlands has already amassed 2 World Championships, 35 victories, and 20 pole positions. Despite the controversy over his first championship, he did not let it deter him, and the focus Max showed this season was pristine. Verstappen led the salary conversation with $40 million base and $20 million in bonuses. Before the budget cap, large teams like Mercedes, Red Bull, and Ferrari could spend $300 to $400 million unchecked. While the necessary changes will affect money spent on cars, industry insiders expect the search for a competitive advantage within the new model will send driver pay soaring over the next few years. So while Verstappen is finally in the earnings driver's seat, there is no time to take his foot off the gas. Thank you for watching our video on the unbelievable salaries of F1's highest paid drivers. What are your thoughts? Leave your comments below, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate the support.